All right. Hi. We're back. So it's Tuesday, and so far for the past month, every Tuesday I do a live walkthrough guide type video, and we've been doing going through the whole Sakhal, experience. We got off the coast, we survived, we've gotten into some fights, we've, staved off starvation, we've fought the elements, we've killed other players to keep ourselves going. And finally, on the last episode, we were able to acquire the Sakhal briefcase. And we had a set of keys. You open that bad boy up, and then you get a glow plug like this, and some filtering bottles and some other good stuff. But now we have the means to go visit the Sakhal bunker, which is, end game content. So I'm gonna show everybody, how to get down there, where the bunker is, how you're supposed to open it, and so on. The only thing I think I need is gasoline, which there should be some towns along the way. I do have a canteen. I don't know if the filtering bottles will hold gasoline, but maybe we can find a cooking pot or something to fill it up. I think there's a city on the northeastern coast that we can maybe visit. Is there a fire in there? Seeing a weird reflection. Gibby and Capello. Don't you need two people? To do it effectively, yeah. To do it in general, no. I can go get it. I can go turn it on and open one door, and I would have technically I'd have to run back and forth to keep opening doors. But I can go hit the generator, flip the switches, and at least loot one of the rooms. Unless I'm wrong, but I think a second person is really just to open different doors. But yeah, last time we got all the stuff we need. Now we just need to make the journey south, or I guess north actually. North to the military island, so people call it. And try to get in the bunker. This is done on official DayZ for the purposes of, education and showing people that the stuff is possible to do with a little bit of luck and a little bit of time spent, in the game, learning the basics. And that's entirely the purpose of these live walkthroughs. Ooh. Finally, a good jacket. It's been, this is episode 4 or 5, and I'm finally finding a good jacket. Savannah. Pants are good, so let's fix this up. Yeah. It's been really, really fun to do. I do, like I said, conduct these on official servers for educational purposes. Right now, this server is not particularly full. I think it's only 12 or 13 people now. But I did want to stick with the server I picked from the get-go, and this was, at the time of me starting the series, was the highest populated Sakhal server on, NA official. But, is what it is. This is my time that I can come and play, so I'm not gonna wait for it to be higher pop. We're just gonna roll with it. Honestly, there's been times where I've played low pop servers and gotten into twice as many, PvP situations than a full pop server. So you never know. You gotta always stay on your toes. You gotta treat it the same either way. And going to such a highly contested area like the bunker at the military island, we really gotta be ready for a fight. What's up, Gucci? Good to see you. Okay. Yeah, I saw your comment. That's funny, Gibby. How many kills on the character? So I killed a guy to get this original plate carrier. A good chunk of the better gear that I have. I killed him with a BK, one-tapped him. So there's one there. Then I killed another 2 or 3 sniping, trying to I heard a big fight going down and I was starving and I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it to like a fishing spot or loot for food. So I figured I'd gamble, try and get myself some food off the dead players. Ended up killing a couple. And yeah, so 3 or 4. Nothing too crazy. But it's been a pretty eventful life. A lot more eventful than most of these live walkthroughs. Well, this is the first series of live walkthroughs, but than these walkthroughs type oriented videos I've made. And a lot of them I see some players, but not too many confrontations, since typically I take you from a spawn point, like I spawn in completely fresh and basically just get a start, and that's been the essence of all those videos. But this series is a little different because I'm taking you through like an entire experience. I kind of want to do the same thing with Trinaris and do like gas zones, or Trinaris and do, just get to the point of looting Tissy and Northwest Airfield, like a complete walkthrough guide of the game. Even though there's not really a story to follow, or so to say, but like a beginner, intermediate, and end level content type walkthrough. Could do the same with Livonia and the bunker. Stuff like that. I wanted to start with Sakhal because I hadn't played in quite some time. And I gotta say, I've been enjoying it. Alright, so this is the town we were at before, and then we went and searched the millie over the ridge of the hill. I might need to check this out for some food. What's up, Jumbo Jet? I'm happy viewer. Nice. Glad you enjoy. I will definitely continue with Sakhal occasionally in the future. Would love to come back and find a more populated server and just get into some fun fights on Sakhal. I really miss the ratting. I feel like there's so many opportunities to be a little tree mountain rat, Gibby, thank you for 5 gifted memberships, man. I appreciate you. Thank you, dude. YouTube has completely changed the live stream UI, and it's throwing me off so much. My screen looks so different than it normally has. Like, since I started streaming, YouTube stream UI, like on the streamer's end, has essentially been the same until I don't know if it must have changed the last couple days. Because I streamed on what, Saturday or Friday? Or no, Saturday. And it was completely normal. What I'm used to. I think those zombies all just spawned on me. I think nighttime, it was just nighttime. Obviously it's pretty dark. It's darker. So I think maybe it was full on night and now it's turning morning. So maybe that's accounting for some of that low population. Very possible. Official DayZ players don't like nighttime. I mean, I don't love nighttime, but I'm not the type to log out in the middle of gameplay for it. To each their own, though. Sakhal nighttime, I feel like, isn't even... Official nighttime in general isn't even that bad. I play on servers where nighttime is legitimately just pitch black. And it's just a big old fuck you, good luck. Alright, I'll loot a couple of these houses. I do kind of want to head more east. I did say on my way to the bunker I would check out the factory area, because apparently the factory is much different than it was in the past. Like when I played on the playtest, apparently it's much different. So, we'll give that a look. And we'll continue heading... I keep saying south. I'm so used to south being the direction you go. North. North. What was done so far to get closer to opening the bunker? Have you made any stashes? Nope, no stashes. This has all been one life. One, you know, one playthrough. Everything I have on me is what I have. But we have everything we need minus some gasoline. I'm kind of hoping I can find a cooking pot and I can fill that up, and that should be enough gas to put up. I don't have to get... I wouldn't say I need to get everything out of the bunker, but if I can show people where the bunker is, how to access it, and call it, like, I think that's pretty solid. Huh. I'm on a little bit of lag. Hopefully we don't have any technical difficulties. I think I've had like a near stream crash every time I've done this series. I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, good to see a cat. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely an interesting map. I think there's a lot that could be improved in terms of like points of interest and things to do, but it's a very different feel to all the other official maps. And honestly, pretty much, I would say pretty much all of the, at least most of the modded maps as well. It's a very different vibe. And I like the atmosphere. I think something I've said since I've revisited is that I love the atmosphere. I just think there's a little left to be desired in terms of like content on the map. What's up, Mick? Good to see you, dude. SSG in here. Weird. That shit definitely does not spawn in there. Yeah, someone was through here at some point. Yeah, they're both snow maps, yeah, but like you said, I mean, you kind of nailed it. They both feel unique. There's something different about them. Tiny bit of food, not enough. even if I could find like one more decent can of food, I think I'd be okay. Odds are we'll find an animal the direction that we're headed. Hashima. I don't think I played much Hashima, so I can't make the comp. But yeah, definitely a smaller map with a unique progression arc. I think the thing with Sakhal for me is there's just a lot of like fishing villages that kind of feel way too similar to each other. And there's only like, not that every map needs to be completely full of like military POI, but I don't know. I guess maybe I feel like there's not enough military POI. God, my game is feels so unstable. Yeah, shit. This town kind of feels like it's been picked through a bit. So I'm gonna head more east along the power lines. Maybe check the next village over. Might have some better luck that way. Out on that improvised suppressor video. Appreciate that, dude. Hasn't gotten the traction that I'd hoped. You know, I don't really expect my videos to perform the way that they used to, but it's a start. Between that and putting out like episode 1 of this live series, like that was kind of in hopes to maybe promote that I do this and also serve as like a static, just basic, along the lines of what I have done in the past, you know, from spawn point to, you know, getting a decent start, you know, type video. Thought that was a good one for Sakhal. But yeah, funny thing about that one, that video I made, like, I made that as like a break in between making my solo Cholera Rat movie, which was like the last big DayZ video that I made. But I made that like to take a, you know, because I edited a lot. That video took me a long time to make. So I made that little bottle suppressor video in the midst of that, and then was like, I could kind of roll this out in tandem, and like, this could be like the following week's video. And then I could like refer people back to that other video as like a little other promotion, to maybe keep it in the algorithm a little bit longer so it did better. And then I just forgot to upload it. I forgot that it existed. And I just found it, so it's been over a year. Which is kind of nuts. I just sat on that for like about a year. And I was like, you know what? And then, well, okay. And then I found, I only found that because I was going through a lot of footage that I had left over. And I was editing some old stuff that either I never showed people, like this was stuff I did completely off stream, or it was stuff that I did on stream that like was from a long time ago and people may not remember, but it was like really cool content, so I kept it around. I was in the middle of editing one of those recordings down, and I guess I didn't save it, so even though I swear up and down that I did, I came back to it on Friday, I believe, last Friday to finish it up. I did a lot of like the rough cutting and pretty much had everything sequenced together and was just gonna make a couple final touches. Yeah, there's deer. I'm just gonna go for the deer. But I had to make a couple finishing touches and just polish up the video, add some music in the background or something, like add a little bit of fluff. Not fluff, but, you know, polish, whatever. And it wasn't there. I guess I didn't save it, or it just got corrupted, or I'm not quite sure what happened, but that video wasn't there, and then I just kept looking around, and then I found this video. So, long story short, I was going to upload something totally different this past weekend, but I lost the edited version, and I just decided to upload that since I already did the work and never put it out. Learn to rely on lesser weapons. Yeah, that's actually something I really liked. There's a lot more gunfights with pistols and shotguns and hunting rifles rather than fully decked out like military guys everywhere. I like that aspect. I guess maybe it doesn't have to be military points of interest, but there's more like mid-game content, and like some of the end-game stuff is fine now, I would say. When Sakhal first came out, I would say it was kind of lacking end-game. But with the addition of like the boats on the outer islands, and I think they made some changes to this factory area, which I don't know. But I just felt like there wasn't a lot of mid-game content. Like once you got off the coast, things were a little bit like meh. You just kind of run through the island and get to the end. But I guess the idea behind it is that the survival part of it is supposed to be so difficult that, you know, whatever. $12 out of 50? 12 out of 50... Yeah, I've definitely been out for a while, but the key is to be consistent. I need to stick to my couple days a week of streaming. Like, it's pretty much been like this Tuesday thing keeps me going, but then I also have like, shit, man. I don't need like all this 308. God. Don't need that. I don't need that. Oops. We'll just take all of the best, mostly full steaks, all today. Yeah, just gotta be consistent. I want to upload once a week, like one video, one short, and my Tuesday stream, and then at least one other stream, which I've been doing like 3 streams a week, I would say on average. So just be consistent with it. It's not my full-time job, but I do need to stay on top of uploading and getting a little bit of work done. I can do it. It's gonna take some time, some patience, and messing with things, shaking the rust off, really. I haven't really been editing and uploading content in a while. I've really just been streaming, so I have to get back into it and get my videos through on the algorithm again. We'll get there. Honestly, my short did pretty well last week. Way better than I expected. It's just I need to get my edited content back in the groove. You get kills with a Vi, goddamn. Yeah, I'm not a big 9x39 person, but a lot of people seem to love it now. Wait, test to be honest. Yeah. It seems that way. It certainly does. I don't love the idea of this, but I think it might be best if I just have a fire up in the trees here. Like right here. Like pretty surrounded by shit. Do I have a favorite way to raid a base as a solo player? Well, I'm not typically a base building / raiding kind of person. I have dove into it a little bit more. Not really consistently, but like playing DayZ Underground, that was a pretty big part of that server, I would say. So I have done some base raids, not as a solo, but I have done some base raids and defenses, and I've played in some groups and done that kind of stuff. I actually have a video. The video that'll probably come out this weekend will be a base defense that I had when I did like a community run with a bunch of people from here. Doc played, E played. It was actually a really fun time. Until we got raided really hard, and then we completely relocated with what little we had left and got raided again, but we had like a really fun raid defense. It was really good. And I've edited most of that down. So that'll probably be what comes out this weekend. Like it's not really like my cup of tea. I'm typically the kind of person who plays like this. Like I'm a solo nomad, and I kind of just play every life, you know, as it is. I don't like to build. I don't like to stash. This has just been how I play the game for a very long time. But if I were to be playing like raid type gameplay, honestly, the easiest, the most efficient way to go through a base is find a weak point and just boom it, man. Like DayZ Underground showed me how like I had never used plastic explosives in a raid before. I played DayZ Underground and raided like 5 months ago. Plastic explosives are crazy. And if you can find a weak point in a base and just blow through as quick as you can, that's your best way as a solo, because think about it in terms of like, there's really only 3 ways to raid. I mean, if you want to sit there and eco raid and be the guy that shoots a crossbow or hits with a spear forever, I guess that's a way to do it. But if you want to be fast, efficient, and try to get in and get out as quick as you can, just straight boom. Because the only other alternative then is to try and shoot out a gate, and that takes a lot of ammo, makes a lot of noise, and if someone comes while you're in the middle of doing that, you know, you're not really in a position to defend yourself. I guess another alternative, and this would be my preferred method, I thinking of it, is try to boost, like, not even boost in, try to find a way to parkour in. A lot of people will sometimes build silly bases, and it's really easy to jump in and, like, steal some gear. I've done it so many times. As long as you can see a way for you to get yourself out, yeah. That was a very long-winded answer, I apologize, but... Hungry for a steak. I made carne asada last night. It turned out pretty good, speaking of steak. Yeah, I'm not a world-class editor. I think I've had some things I'm pretty proud of. But yeah, I still need to get back into it and get my feet under me again. Thoughts on improv explosive? What's that? What's the improv explosive? Like the stuffing a bunch of nades in a cooking pot? I think that's pretty Pretty crazy that's a real thing you can do in DayZ. Like, the fact that that works. There's so many things where, like, it's common sense, and you feel like it should work, but it just doesn't because it's DayZ. And then that's, like, the one thing that actually, you're like, oh, yeah, that would probably work pretty well, and shit, it does work, you know? I don't know, like I said, I'm not really that kind of DayZ player, but so I don't know the stats, like the comparables of plastic explosive versus IED versus you know, improv explosive. I don't know the intangibles, I guess. I'm pretty sure IED is like the best form of explosive. It's just super powerful. I think it just blows open a wall, even a sheet metal wall, if I'm not mistaken. So I think you just go with the most efficient and powerful thing that there is and try to get in as quick as you can. If you can't parkour in, you might as well just blow the fucking doors open and get in, get out. Either secure the base or get out as quick as you can with as much as you can. We'll cook up this food and we'll just we'll keep moving. We'll go check out the power plant, and then we'll head to Military Island. Should be able to get a pretty decent heat buff now with a bunch of decent clothes. I finally got a good jacket. So happy about that, to be very honest. This has been like, what, 7, 8 hours of gameplay of not having a decent jacket? Crazy. Reindeer steak is OP. Venison in DayZ is like, pretty sure it's one of the most efficient ways of packing calories. It's, I think, for being a 2x1, you know, item, like only takes the 2x1 slot in your inventory. For how many, you know, how much caloric value it has when baked, it's so damn good. I was red flashing, right? And now I'm yellow, and I'm probably pretty close to 3/4 white. What's up, Impetus? How you doing, dude? Thoughts on a, I think that's all. I have a couple more. Thoughts on a DayZ video where I'm just, or a DayZ, like ambience video? Just like an hour of DayZ sound, like just me and Sakhal out of fire. 1 hour of DayZ fireplace sound in Sakhal. I feel like people would like that. There we go. So now, I've talked about this, I think, almost in every episode, but now that I have good enough clothing, I have enough best or high insulation clothing that I am able to get up to 3 heat buffs. So I forget how long exactly this lasts, but 1+ gets you like 6 to 8 minutes, I think. 2 is a little bit more than that, and then 3 is more than that. Bake it at Christmas time, fireplace. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of fun. And goofy. Get me running through the woods all day in my head already. Yeah, but now you could be even more immersed. Honestly, that's probably enough food for now. And I'll probably need to get another fire before I actually reach the bunker. So we'll just cook the rest of the food then. I want to be efficient with my time since ideally... Oh look, there's a bunch of mushrooms here too. That could mean there's somebody afoot. We'll take a couple anyway. Yeah. 2 steaks and I go from flashing food to... I'll probably be pretty close to full apple. Anyway. Yeah, for the sake of the video, like I like to keep these about an hour, typically when I record. I haven't been good at that at all in this series. I've been pushing like 2 hours the last couple times. Just trying to accomplish goals per video. And I have a feeling that the trek to the bunker will probably take me more than my hour's time, so I don't want to sit too long and whatever, you know. I want to be as time efficient as I can. Saw you. Yeah, I guess it's possible. I feel like the numbers will probably have come up now that it's daytime, though. There's the factory, by the way. I've had some pretty good fights at this factory. Yeah. I think yeah, I don't think I've done it. I think I've done over an hour every time. Like, well over an hour. Like, last time was like 2, because of all the... Because I couldn't find the damn briefcase. And the one before that was definitely, I think, over 2. It was more like 2.5, because we got into that giant, like, long-winded fight. So yeah, I haven't been very good about that, but I don't want to take my time either. But since this is a pretty big point of interest along the way, I mean, I already did show the other bigger military that you can loot. I do want to check the factory out. I think it's important to show all the bigger points of interest on the loot that or the loot route that I like to take. Don't forget the roofs. Yeah, I remember there being loot on the roofs. Oh yeah, look, that's already very different. There's like military tents. Factory close to the airfield. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty. It's relatively close, I think. It's a good question. Honestly, it's probably good for me to loot the factory because I I need gasoline. What's up, Killer Dog? Good to see you. So I took a look from afar. If you're wondering why I'm kind of just going up to it, took a look from afar and there was no zombies spawned in, so... And now there are that I'm close enough. Yeah, you literally could just see that zombie spawning in front of me. Yeah, with no zombies around, pretty much means there's nobody within like 300 meters of the factory itself. Oh yeah, it's definitely a worthwhile purchase if you're an official DayZ lover and you're looking for something very different than, you know, your typical Trinaris Livonia experience. It's very different, very fun. NPC stuff. Oh my god, these zombies. Spark plug. I might save that. That might actually be helpful if we find... maybe we find a boat. Unlikely, but you never know. So yeah, this is very different. There's a lot more car wrecks, a couple military crates, and a tent. So that's already very different. This was essentially just like a couple cars in the parking lot, and I think that was it. It's definitely a lot more fleshed out, which is good to see. I'm a fan of that. Well, you know what? I kind of... Good, I didn't ruin it. Yeah, I need that head torch for the bunker. I didn't even think of that. A whole NBC suit. Is there even a need for an NBC suit on this map? No, right? I'm pretty sure not. I know there was a lot of speculation that they were gonna make this area actually the NBC area. There's a whole suit here. Like that's the kind of... I mean, I said the map needed more mid-game content, but like even adding a bunker or like a toxic area to make an area like this a lot more worth your time would add so much more to the map, I think. Holy shit, look at the zombies on the roofs like that. Alright, yeah, so there's crates with military droppings. Yeah, so they made this place look like super fortified and like it was occupied by the military, which I really love that. My head torch is on, by the way. I couldn't tell. That's a zombie, okay. We'll swap pants and have a full best insulation suit. Would work up there, maybe. There are geysers. I know about okay, I know about like the hot springs. I'm not sure about geysers. Yeah, honestly, they made these rooftops super cool. Like, it's nothing crazy, but it makes it feel so much more alive and lived in. And to be fair, I think that's something Sakhal did really well. Was you felt like the map was like a lot of the homes and like buildings in Chernarus are just super empty, but on Sakhal they feel so much more. Yeah, like a... Was that building... Oh, you can go in that building now. You couldn't go in that building before. Right? I don't think so. So cool. And find some military and hunting rifle ammunition. On the rooftops. I've played it a handful of times since the playtest, yeah. Not including any of this series. So this is a good place to hit up. Now we're not done looting yet, obviously, but seems honestly just like a good place for if there were ever to be a purpose for NBC gear. And if you're like low on ammo. You lurking? No worries, dude. Appreciate it. Maybe some medicine as well. Frame rate is poo-poo. Oh, good scope. Okay, maybe it's a little more decent than I thought. You can find stuff like that here. Yeah, this is cool. Should probably take the helm. A longhorn is kind of meh. Who knows if that's spawned or dropped though. It looks spawned in. I don't remember this building being accessible before. I don't know. This is cool. Okay, so maybe it was accessible, it just didn't have all this detail. Just keeping my eye out for... Honestly, I'd love anything... I'd love a close quarter weapon other than the shouty, but... Looks like we're not going to get much. And, I was also trying to maybe keep an eye out for... gas can. But... no luck. Keep moving on. We're already like, what, at an hour? Yeah, just about an hour. I'm not even on Millie Island yet, so I gotta make some ground here. I wish my game wasn't so framey right now. There's a medical crash. R12 is a beast. I don't know, I just haven't had too much luck. I thought the snowstorms were like rain and like made you quiet the zombies more than normal. I don't really need anything from that, so I'm just gonna keep going. I do love the feel and the look of the snowstorms on here, though. Okay. What's up, wild boy? Walk. No. I can make it further. There is gas on the military island, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, so I don't really need to stop anywhere else. What's up, Alan? Good to see you, dude. So basically, to find the military island, well, it's not really an island, it's more like a peninsula. Like on the northeastern corner of the main island. You really just run to the northern coast, and then you just follow the main road or the coastline, you know, eastward, northeast. And it's pretty easy to find your way. There's a big metal, like, wire fencing like this. That kind of gives away the location. That's how you know you're at the right place. Oh, look at that. I don't know if I've ever been here. I think a canteen is enough to power the generator long enough for me to get to it and, you know, go through the motions at the very least. I'm not gonna carry that whole fucking thing on me. Let me see, does this work? Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, canteen of gas is plenty. That's what I thought. I legit don't think I've ever been here. Ooh, old ghillie. Yeah, I can't wear it with my backpack and I need the space. What's up, Beer? How you doing, dude? Look at a little bag. Bro, what? Alright, there's not a lot that I need. It's good to know this military's here. I'm gonna keep moving. Find a gap in the fence and move on. Like, I love this atmosphere. I love the loud wind. It makes you question every subtle little noise that you hear. I love the snowstorm. Sakhal just definitely has an amazing atmosphere. Real quick, I want to check population, see if it came up with it being daytime now. Yeah, definitely. Definitely gonna be on our toes here. About a third of the way full, as opposed to a quarter. We should be getting pretty close to the coast. It's hard to tell, obviously, with the fog and the storm. I believe this looks like the coastal landscape. Yeah, this is the coast. I know this little stretch of land. I remember getting into fights here with Doc. Thought I saw something, but we're good. What separates a DayZ rat from a regular player? DayZ rats are 10 times more patient. They will always, or at least mostly, take the slow approach. Shoes always come off in a close quarters fight. Sitting and waiting, holding angles, being sneaky. Making the long flanks and the long plays to get an advantage. Going against all the norms. I think that's what separates a rat from a more standard DayZ player. Like, you can watch 2 episodes ago of this series where I got into a really long sniper fight and I just ratted my way through that. I frequently change position. I would like never loot the bodies. I always wait for another person to show themselves. I wait for the best opportunity and I just play super slow, and then when my opportunity presents itself, I fucking pounce on it like a rat on cheese, baby. You can either watch that, or you can watch the end of Saturday's stream, and how I basically took out 4 of a 5-man squad by being a complete rat. Okay, so this is the town before the airfield, I believe. Or, yeah. So I'm gonna kind of get to the coast, and we're gonna go straight for the bunker island, military island. Nick, that's funny. I'm a DayZ fisherman. Well, I guess it's just being a pest. It's being slow and unpredictable and just bothering other players. Making them uncomfortable because it's like, what tree could I be in? Where did I flank? You'll never catch me. You don't know where I'm at. You better watch out. Yeah, I know this area. Alright, so I'm not quite... No, yeah. I think if I can go to the other side of this, like over there, yeah, there's the Golden Church. So the airfield's I think just over that way. Yeah, because the Golden Church over here is a well. Yeah, I know this area. I feel like this is gonna be a really... Holy fuck. God, I thought that was like wolves or something that didn't howl. Oh, that just scared me so much. I feel like this is a very popular site for bases. A city on the northern coast. Near the airfield, pretty close to... like the military island. God, the frames are so shit. Official DayZ is so unstable. I do not have this sort of problem. This sort of like performance problem on community. Might mean there's a big base or something around. Wouldn't shock me. Maybe a massive hacker base? Yeah, maybe. Oh my god. I can't shoot. Like a slideshow. I'd love to get away from here. I'm feeling a little disoriented now. I believe the coast is this way. Yeah, I think that overlooks the airfield. If I'm not mistaken. No, I kind of want to go straight to the Millie Island. I always get so disoriented on maps like this when I don't play for a long time. Control runs a lot better for me than most communities, yeah. I can imagine that being the case on console. Oh. There's an attempt of a base here. Go team, go. Look at the difference that 3 heat buff bonus gives. Like, I haven't had a fire in about, I don't even know how long. It's been a while. It's so nice to not have to take a fire break every 15 minutes. Not to my knowledge, Gonzalo. No. It's been about 40 minutes, yeah. I still don't need one yet. Just the difference that really good clothing can make. Can confirm 40 minutes, yeah. Yeah, it's huge. Oh boy. Oh wait. I always think I'm much closer to the coast than I actually am. Someone get this man a GPS, come on. No, actually, I think I need to go maybe more this way. No, I gotta be close to the coastline. All I need to find. I knew that city. I just maybe was a little disoriented. leaving because I had about 10 frames a second. Next town sign we see is Colin Brody. Alright, come on. Yeah. Yeah, see, there's the coast. I told yous. Yeah. I was right. I just second guessed myself. I was right the first time. I go to that bunker just to get SVDs and switch to Chadaris. Yeah. Come on. It's just been a minute, okay? Yeah, okay. I'm good. Hey, look at that. That's different, though. Little military checkpoint. Plus 1K. Tough for Oh, I didn't see that. Put cam at 1. See how there's a question mark there? It was always in question, and it's never going to happen. To be fair, we are over 30K now. Get a calf. How about... How about nothing? How about you get fuck all? How about that? Foot plus a calf? Hell no. What if a foot cam actually attracted more viewers? I'm sure it would, but it would attract the wrong kind of viewer. And even if it did... No. Alright, now we're completely on the right track. So this is the coastline area I was looking for. And now we are pretty close to the crossing. That fucking scared me. Fucking zombies. The amount of times I've cooked at that house right there. Dick pic at 1 million. I don't think I will ever hit 1 million subs. But no. God damn. All this for a shed base, man. I'm so used to seeing net like shit, there's actually a bunch of shit. Or remnants of shit. I really had the fire helmet, huh? Wear socks that say censored. 31K is impressive to me. Well, I'm not at 31. Am I? Wait, am I at 31 or 30? I can't remember. I don't even know anymore. Oh, I'm at just over 31. Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely super proud of it. I wish I managed my channel a little better. I think towards the end of my full-time reign, towards the end of my full-time, you know, career, I guess. I don't know, whatever you want to fucking call it. I got a little, not reckless, but I tried to do a little too much, I think. I experimented a lot, and truthfully, it kind of backfired on me. And I don't think it did me any good. Oh shit, I went too far. Wait, I think that's the crossing up this way. Oh yeah. I went way farther than I'm used to. Or did I? No. God, there's like new shit that's throwing me off. But hey, there is one of those military boats out there. I low-key want to go check it because I've never seen one on official. Oh, this is the island route. I've never went the island route, actually. I got burned on DayZ playing solo and went back to Arma 3, but still missed the game. That's fair. My full-time stint, yeah. Always fucking online to farm numbers, yeah, and I got to a point where I was somewhere with DayZ where I just, like, I couldn't play it. I was super burnt out. I tried other games, and I tried to experiment with different, like, upload techniques and whatever. If you know, you know. And I just... Part of me regrets that, because it's like, I had a really good thing, and it's all gone. Not all gone, but a lot has changed. And it kind of sucks. But at the same time, I accomplished a lot, and there's a lot to be proud of and happy about. It's far south side of the Millie Island. I've personally never went this way. I don't even know. Oh. I do actually think I'm not sure. I think this is new. This was not really a thing in the playtest. I'm gonna go to where I know. I'm gonna go the way that I know. I'm gonna show the more standard route. I'm gonna go the way and the path that I am familiar with. Yeah, for sure, Mick. There's definitely a little niches to carve, even within like the niche that DayZ is as its own thing. I appreciate that, Catherine. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, there's don't get me wrong. There's a good handful of people that have stuck through regardless. It's been a lot of ups and downs the last, what, 3 years? And I think I'm finally in a place since I kind of fell out of love with... I never really fell out of love with DayZ. I just was really burnt out on playing it every single day and streaming and like the whole process. And I always felt pressured to keep going or to play longer or play more than I wanted to, and then I got stressed out about money. So like once I hit that like rock bottom with my content career, I guess you could say, like, I'm in the best place I've been because I have a full-time job that's steady. I have an income that I don't have to, like, stress about. And, I'm at a point with, like, content where I can just stream when I feel like it and make things that I feel like making. And, like, I'm trying to be a little more consistent, but overall, like, there's no pressure to be. It's not gonna be a matter of whether I can pay my bills or not. So... it's nice. I've like alleviated the biggest thorn in my side, you know? It feels good. I feel good playing again. I feel like Saturday playing with Doc was like the best I felt playing DayZ in so long. Had fun. We got into lots of fights. I was winning. Like, I felt like my old self again, and that's good. And honestly, just having like a chilled, laid back Tuesday playing DayZ every week too has been really transformative to my attitude on things. Like, we can just have a chill, like almost like Q&A, even really just old school hangout stream. There's not too much pressure, not too much stress. Not intentionally playing lower pop, but this is just the server I ended up on. Just feels good. Like low stakes kind of thing. But regardless, I appreciate everyone that stuck through it. Even during my experimental phases of trying new games and, you know, different types of videos and whatever. I'm sure I lost a lot of folk doing that kind of stuff. But here we are. Having a good time. I think you should get rid of your girlfriend so we can think that we have a chance and develop a parasocial relationship. I'm sure there's people that do that with others, like form that sort of parasocial relationship regardless. They're like, yeah, well, I'm better than their significant other. You know, I'm sure that's a thing. Saturday, yeah, Saturday. I believe it was Saturday. I don't think I did anything. Oh, no, it was Sunday, actually, wasn't it? It was Sunday because... I forgot what we did Saturday. I think I just played with E on Saturday. And then Sunday, I was a little tipsy. And didn't know whether I was going to play or not because I was like, well, man, I don't know if I should play a little tipsy. And then I did, and it was awesome. Because I enjoy the game because it's not an obligation anymore. Yes, that's what's changed for me. When I was just having fun, and I had like over 100 people watching, and I was just having a good time, and I was living off of it, pre me finding out about how fucked I get with taxes and everything. Like, obviously that was great, and that was like the pinnacle of the channel, and I just had so much fun during that time. Played at a bunch of events, had a lot of really awesome runs. And then, like, once money started to become, like, a scare, it just, like, changed the way I approach things, and obviously really changed a lot about my channel, because it's almost like I tried too hard to make things work, and, yeah. But it's okay. We've overcome that. We're in a different place now, in a better place, I'd say. Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of islands in between now, like, and a lot more ice sheets. I don't think there was really any ice sheets this far down, like this far up. It used to be just on the south side, I think. So this is the airfield. I just completely swerved around. It's been a long time since I've come this far on Sakhal. So I apologize, but we're getting there. South Central. South side of Millie Island, you mean? I'm so confused. No, you're right. I keep flipping it, man. Yeah, south side of the island. Gibby's right. Don't listen to me. Holy shit. I suck. This is the worst walkthrough ever. I'm showing you visually, but don't listen to the things coming out of my mouth. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. There's so many, like, all DayZ maps are either north to south or south to north, and I fucking confuse them all the time. If it's not a map I play all the time. I run these shores on low pop. Where you at, Gibby? I got an R12 for you. Yeah, this is all different. Okay. Why did you and Bean stop playing together? I don't know. I think we just both had different ideas for our streams and our channels, and you know, she did and does her own thing. I did and does my own thing. I don't know. We definitely had some really good runs together. You know, and we're still on good terms. Just like, we've played together here and there over the years now. Not nearly as much as we used to, obviously, but... And her and E are friends, so... There's no really rhyme or reason. It just kind of, we played a lot, and then it stopped, and we both kind of went in different directions with our stuff. And yeah. I'm not logged in, that's funny. Gibby's near the airfield. He's waiting for me to pass or to get off, and then he's gonna log on. The good old days. I was part of them, yeah. When I played with Beans a lot, I was like the start of my channel. That's when things started to take off, and we're in the middle of taking off, and then... Yeah. GPS Esquire. I'm good now. I know where I'm at now. I was a little discombobulated, alright? I thought I was one place, and, well, kind of like the Livonia situation, very similar, where I knew the location I was at, but or at least I thought I knew the location I was at on Livonia. I recognized where I was, but I ended up being in a much different location geographically than I had hoped. Alright, Gonzalo, take care, dude. I appreciate you. And I'm glad you watched that video. That's one of my favorite runs all time. It was just such a goofy encounter. Maybe we'll do something like that again soon. There's a sheep. I don't really need sheep though. I still have reindeer meat I can cook up. I confuse all the small towns south of the prison in Livonia to this day. I probably would. I know Livonia so well. I did in my prime at least. I could probably find my way around pretty well, considering I haven't played it in so long, but I'd be so rusty. I know Chernarus, like I live there. Because I've played it so often, but... Oh, fuck's sake. What's up, Trippy? Yeah, that's exactly it, Mick. Because that's the guy that ran across me and the other two that I was originally with. Both of whom F11 because they were cannibals, and they kept telling the guy it was me, and I convinced him no, it wasn't me, and then I did it to him too. And he thought it was like a bug. Or something, I can't remember, and then I told him as he was logging off it was me. Fucking gold, man. And I should have went the other way. I'm getting pretty tired. Maybe we make this a two-parter. Oh, crazy Gibby isn't. Listen, it wasn't that I didn't trust you, Gibby. It was more so I wanted to go to the way that I know. So maybe I wouldn't look so dumb. You know? Like, hey, this guy's making a guide video and doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and I'm... Oh, this is... I'm fucking butchering this shit, you know? 12 o'clock off the coast. What? What do you mean? Yeah, we're good, dude. We're good. Yeah. Maybe I'll just delete the series. Maybe I'll just stop here, delete it all. Yeah, I remember that part, Gibby. I remember that. Yeah, the lighthouse. Just saying, the lighthouse. I didn't see it there, but it's off to the side. The lighthouse bit is like a mini peninsula with this little town here, right? A voiceover. Nah, it is what it is. I'm still showing. I'm still surviving and showing how to do the shit and not die. As I said, I'm gonna get fucking popped any second, but. Maybe I should have done a practice run. Hi, Mar. No, I'm not defeated. I'm tired. AI Morgan Freeman voiceover. God. Everything's fucking AI, isn't it? Sure, man. Go for it. Yeah, I think at this point, I'm gonna get to the peninsula. And I'm gonna make this a two-part finale. Because I'm tired and there's still some things I need to do before the end of the night. Arthur Morgan AI voiceover. Oh my god. Should be just ahead a bit more. Peacemaker, I have not, no. You're playing Red Dead? You're still playing Red Dead, or you're revisiting it again? I kind of dropped Red Dead, didn't I? As much as I love that game, I'm kind of sad I stopped that playthrough a little bit. Here we go. David Attenborough, now we're talking. Okay, here you go. So here's the land bridge entrance. Well, patrol shack, lots of military checkpoints and stops. I'll check one of these boats since one's right here. Gonna end up needing to get a fire anyway, so. Gotta be careful. This is a very dangerous stretch of land. Or start it from the beginning? Maybe. Wow, large militant, an AKM mag. Ah! Night vision head strap. P1 pistol's hilarious. I like high key kind of want that head strap. Yeah, so that can have some pretty high-end military shit there. It's not bad. Okay. So, this is the land bridge that will take you to the military island, peninsula, whatever. Well, barrack and patrol shack marked off with, you know, the metal wire fence I was talking about. Bit of a roadblock. It's very noticeable once you get to this part of the map. And from here, there's a vast area to explore with some military loot. There's some barracks, a little naval base. There's Livonia towers scattered across. There's a little sandbox. or sandbag bunkers on the coastline. I think there's like a whole vehicle. No, what am I trying to say? There's an area with like a gas pump, I think, and a bunch of like grassy hill bunkers and stuff like that. There's quite a few different areas that are very worth looting. There's obviously a lot of these military boat spawns. They're like, I think they're dynamic, right? They're not static. They might be static. I actually don't know. Those are pretty new. And obviously, most importantly, there's the Sakhal bunker, which is a bit of a puzzle. Lots of heli crashes too, really? Boats are dynamic. Okay, that's what I thought. Makes sense. I didn't know there were even heli crashes on Sakhal. That must be new as well. I don't think there originally were. Check out the map. I did check out the map last time. That just wasn't what I was looking for. Was heli crashes, so I didn't notice stuff been moved around. And added to the Millie Island. Okay. Tron Ares? I'm not a big fan of the Tron series, so I'm not super hyped, but I'm sure a lot of Tron people are. It looks interesting. I don't know if it's my cup of tea though. Alright, I'm gonna get to the first section here and find a safe place to log out, because I want to make this a two-parter since I'm just really tired and I don't really have much more time than this 2 hours allocated to the walkthrough stream. Boo, I stink, I get it. I'll clear this out. Oh, fuck off. He snuck in with me. A Vicky? People love the Vicar, man. I low-key wouldn't mind taking it if there was some more ammo. Swap our knives for better condition one. Yeah, that's fair. Go shower then? I do need to shower. Gotta fix up my boots. Yeah, so let's go. More Mosin rounds. Okay. Yeah, only been 2, but this is supposed to be like a shorter stream night. Plate zombie. Okay. My suppressor broke and I didn't know. I'll be damned. Box of nails. Box of nails. Box of nails. Alert, alert. Build a base, build a base. Okay, so are there any white camouflage helmets? I don't think so. Yes, there is. Okay. So this is the island. It's big. It goes, stretches out. You can see a bit of it out there. Stretches quite a big distance. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. So, with that, I think I'm going to log out here. I'm going to call it here. We'll do this. We'll call this part 1. And next Tuesday, we will finish off with part 2 and I guess kind of the finale of the Sakhal walkthrough. I know I've butchered it a little bit. I'm a little unfamiliar with the late game stages of the map, but nonetheless, we're here. We're doing the thing. I'm showing you all the steps that you need to take to get to this point. A little bit of luck, a little bit of skill, a little bit of babble around, fucking off, jerking around. And yeah, here we are at the Millie Island. And next week, we will hopefully finish the entire puzzle. Do the whole thing. And then we will decide what to do from there. Hopefully we can do it all in one life. That'd be really awesome. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. And yeah, I don't know. Usually I take Wednesdays off because I typically stream Monday and Tuesday after streaming like, you know, either Saturday or Sunday and sometimes Friday. Like midweek is usually the busiest time for me at work. So I just, you know, I get this stream up and Wednesday I try to take off. So won't be on tomorrow, but maybe a Thursday stream, maybe a Friday stream. I actually no, probably not a Friday stream because it's his birthday on Friday, and Saturday we're going out and doing a whole thing. I think she's gonna play on Sunday. I don't know if she wants me to play with her, but so yeah, probably a Thursday stream, and the weekend we shall see. But nonetheless, thank you. Like the stream if you haven't. Join the Discord, all that, you know, stuff. And now I need to figure out, where do I go to redirect? Game settings? Oh. This is crazy. The whole UI is completely different and I don't know how to set up a redirect now. Aha. Probably here. God, I hate this. I could spell DayZ right, that'd be wonderful. DayZ. Yeah, nobody really that I know is streaming DayZ. Let's go to this dude. Official DayZ Live, Schwarog Adventure. Wild 4K and I. Guess playing some Livonia. We love that. Yeah, go check this dude out, and I will see you guys whenever I see you. Take care, have a good night, and bye.